There we go. A little classic Hamajang Gang action. How's it, everybody? Welcome to the Daily Pigeon. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Money.
And you are watching our podcast. If you've joined us to watch us edit out a television show, as we normally do, we have taken a few weeks off from that because we're so ahead of the game for the television shows that we create for here in Hawaii and in Las Vegas. But we will start that not next week, but the week after that. Okay, so let's continue saying how's it to the Hamajang gang who have been showing up. Deb Williams, I need some boiled peanuts. Woo, we gotta take you Waipahu. What do you think? Get plenty over there, I promise you that. You like boiled peanuts?
I do, but I'm not like, I need some. But if there was some here, I'd be like, oh, yeah, these are good.
Oh, okay, yeah. I love boiled peanuts.
Right?
We don't eat peanuts in this house because my son has a peanut allergy.
Oh.
So, I would normally be eating them a lot more, and peanut butter and
Mm-mm.
Reese's peanut butter cups and all the wonderful peanut products, but we avoid them for my son. All right. Kentiki, aloha, gangs. Ooh, nice drive in. Thank you so much. That was Kamuela Man's footage that I added the music to, courtesy of Miles Wilcox, who, by the way, arranged that, performed all the instruments, and the little fills in there. So beautiful.
Beautiful.
Chicken skin kind. Yes, and Ken Tiki, I also saw you over on Statter stream as I saw DJ Smokemeister. How you, brother? Oop, I never clickanize them good enough. Right there. Come on. I like see the smoke. Let me change this so it's more in the middle like that. I like that. Charles K. Aloha, Andy and James. Who look forward to this all day. Oh, mahalo. Namaste Zen. Aloha, Nani, aloha. Devin, Darlene, Andy, James, Mad Statter. Oh, they all here today. Mahalo. Okay. And there's Miles. Hey, Miles, by the way, I don't know if you can stay up. I know you're on the East Coast there and it gets late. But we have a video of a dog playing a piano, and I was trying to figure out what the first three notes were because I think he accidentally was channeling Mozart. That's my guess. Well, what was yours?
I didn't have a guess. I just see the commercials and the movies scenes that they're on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Name that tune by
Name that
Doggo.
tune. Oh, I can kind of sing it, and then you tell me. It goes.
Oh yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Right. What was that? The first notes of?
Yeah.
Miles would know if anybody.
Yes.
I think right there. Right. Ooh. Okay. Kentiki. Aloha. Devin. Mellocello. Yes, that is definitely Miles the Mellocello. Mad Statter, good stream tonight. Mad Statter, enjoyed it. I lurk her channel while I'm doing the pre-show. Prep is the word I'm trying to look for. Sorry, got garbage trucks it's garbage day.
Oh, I thought it was the warehouse or something.
No.
Loading up the inventory.
No, it's removing the inventory we don't like anymore. Oh, which mod wants to pimp out the petition to save the strings program from being cut? Oh, look at this. What is it?
Save Newton Strings.
SaveNewtonString.com. Okay, don't be afraid to post that as often as you want, Miles. We got to do our part.
Yes.
James, is Kinako by you? Yeah, you can
She
tell.
was. She was, yeah.
The way he's looking down all the time.
Because it's those eyes. She looks at me and is like, but I don't want to scare her. So like when I reach for her,
She backs out.
She backs out.
She does that to me. She does that to everybody. She would pick me up, pick me up. Oh, no.
Yeah.
We should have named her Ambivalent. Ambivalent. Let's Helly. There we go. Hey, Keone Nunes in the house. Sawadi Pi Mai. Oh, Happy New Year from Kuoklan. I'm getting better, I guess. Andy James and all the Hamajang gang.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, there was during Mad Statter's stream. She takes a lono break and she plays a lono piece of music. And Ken Tiki was going, I want to get one of those hats because he had a hat on, looked like a small cowboy hat, right? But it said Hamajang Gang on the top. And someone said, no, I think Ann Ware made that for him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'd like to know if Ann shows up, maybe we can find out where he got that. Hey, Deborah Casey Jones. Aloha, Andy and James from Kentucky. Good evening. Good evening. Who used to do that? Was
Good
it?
evening.
Oh, Alfred Hitchcock. Good
yes.
evening.
Yes.
Oh.
And he did it in black and white.
Oh, that's Bizette. I think from Carmen. You know what? I think you were more right than me. I was hearing Mozart. I think that's Bizette. But anyway, we'll play that for you in just maybe we have to start with it now. So
Maybe.
people don't
We
forget.
open the
Yeah. Sol do re mi. Sol do re mi. Is that like do re mi fa si la ti do?
Yeah. So do re mi.
Do pa dun dun.
Yeah.
That's it. So do re mi. Okay. Well, maybe we have to start with that. Who save music in schools? Right there, Nani jumping
Yes.
on the let's save the music in the schools. I did an interview today with John. He's the guy on the Big Island. Yeah, a newspaper entertainment columnist.
Oh.
And we were talking about, I don't know how we got off on the subject of kids in schools and, truancy and all that. And I was saying, introduce arts in the school.
Agree.
There we go. Oh, Bizet. Sorry. I'm sorry. What did I say? Bizet. Real white eye. Oh, Bizet. Oh, I love him. He do the kind of, what's that song he did? The Do Re Mi song?
Yeah, that's the one, bro.
That's the one. A Do Re Mi and not the Aragay. I know.
I thought that was his wife, because every time she goes store, buys it.
Costco. I know Costco. That's your wife at Costco, right? Honey, I'm going Costco for save money. I can have $500. Ooh. Today is the Thai New Year called Songkran. Everyone splashes water on each other to cleanse the negative from the past year.
Oh, tutu.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to take care. So every time some surfer sprays another guy, while you're paddling out, oh, maybe he's trying to cleanse me.
Hey, bless you back, brother.
Yeah. Yes, Andy, that was a special hat that Anne made for Lono. So sorry. Yeah, no, that's okay. Maybe we should find out if we have the hat and make it available on the merch site, Malaki, what?
Malika I ho'i au pehea ko piko. Piko should be a question.
How is your
ko
piko? Yeah. So do you have hair in your belly button? I'm guessing.
Where's the hair in your belly button?
Where is the hair? Or is the hair in your belly button fine? I don't know. Aloha, good to see you from the YouTube side. Okay.
Gee.
Let's see. Miles is having a good time here. Like, Yeah, it is the water year. Oh, water year.
What a year. Speaking of water.
What's that? Oh, yeah, you have your water. Okay, I put mine in a cup because I'm more refined.
The Hawaii volcanic water. Drank most of it already, but
I still have half because I fill this up and these are 20-ounce bottles. How big is yours?
this one is 1.2 liters, or 1 quart and 8 fluid ounces. But this
Wow.
is made with recycled plastic. Be pono, do what's right. Hawaii volcanic water.
Recycled pono.
Yeah. Well, pono should be recycled and shared with everyone.
Yeah. You know what somebody
By
told
water.
somebody told me something the other day and I had no idea. Asphalt, they make roads out of, is 100% recyclable. You can tear up an old asphalt road, heat it up, and put it down somewhere else. It looks brand new.
Oh. Well, I guess when you heat it up, it's like melting something and
Yeah.
it's shaping it a certain way.
Look at that. Keone says, hey, yours is almost empty. How did you splash?
I passed by a group of people and they looked like they needed blessing.
They needed cleansing. Cleansing.
Oh, cleansing.
That's right. They did. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, cleanse you.
Yeah.
Hey!
Happy New Year, by the way. Cleanse,
Happy New Year.
cleanse.
Okay, let's place the. We've been hyping this dog video. Now the first 3 notes happen right in the beginning of this video. So Miles, let me know if you're hearing the same thing I did. Okay, listen to this.
It's the best.
Oh, this is the best.
It's the best episode we've ever done.
I think this. And by the way, I have 40 minutes of this, so get comfortable.
Oh, yes.
Yep, I heard it. Look at that.
You figure they give him a chair by now.
Look at that.
So much passion in the voice. And
But there also is a part here where he plays and then looks back at look at the lady back there feeding. Look, he plays. Watch him look for approval. He's a little sharp. Oh, Gina. You made him go to the high notes. Oh, can Kinako do that?
No, but I think Hinako can hear him because runs up over here and is looking at me.
Oh, well, actually, Kinako plays the clarinet,
Oh.
which, with all those paws, but
Yeah.
she has to lay on her back, and it's,
I was gonna say when I first met her, I was like, she looks like she plays a clarinet.
she does look like a clarinet. She's about the same length.
So,
Look at the baby in the back. So used to it. Can you see him?
yeah. Clarinet, the instrument for Chihuahuas.
And the Grammy goes to Sniffles. Oh, man.
He ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Oh, look at this. This is Namaste sent 40 minutes. Yeah, this is going to be the whole show. What, you got a problem with that?
Yeah, it's Daily Pigeon, American Idol.
American Fido.
It's like, you little pitchy dog.
A little pitchy. He did it again. Did you hear that?
See, he knows the notes.
He knows that thing. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
That's the end of it. Oh my goodness.
I love that.
I was joking about 40 minutes for anyone who's just went, I'm gonna go watch cat videos. But anyway, so cute. Yes. And that, Mad Statter during her show, she kind of had a dog theme running through it. She did a thing about these two dogs in Alaska that ended up, I think one of them was 160 miles from their village, which means they have to walk over to ice, catch seals to feed themselves. They were gone for 2 months or something crazy. My dog when look up from his sleep. Oh, see?
Yeah, they hear it.
You know what I think it is? Everybody goes, oh, I know. That's the beagle there? Oh, that bugger. What? He's a YouTube star. We all watch him. Ooh.
Yeah, it's funny because my dog, I was telling you the E string, the last string on the guitar.
Yeah.
Every time that plays, and then he starts howling.
That's the high one. Ding.
Yeah. But also when you hit the low one, he goes. "Rrr." When you hit the high one, he goes. "Rrr."
Oh, that's fun. Oh, ing,
Yeah.
oh, ing. We will. Ing. Statter Stream and Daily Pigeon are going to the dogs. And you are not the first to say that, Kokoliti. You know, what we lack is broadcast quality.
Boom. Oh, I'm glad you cut me off. I was going to say substance.
Aloha, Johnny. Johnny Rocks Hollywood in the Holly.
Performing tonight.
Oh, yes, that's right. It is the 12th. So if you are so inclined, happen to be in the zip code of Orange, don't mind taking a short drive to the Blue Note.
Yep.
And he'll be there with a whole bunch of other comics. It's comedy night, comedy showcase there.
Yes.
And they have valet parking, or you park at the Outrigger Ohana Hotel.
Ohana East.
Ohana East. And then it costs you no more than $6.
Yeah.
As long as you're not there for more than 2 hours or something like that.
I think 4 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Excuse me. You got all the info because they hire you more than me. Okay. Chatter with Statter. There we go. See Honda pimping out Chatter with Statter. And by the way, when you see that link there on C Honda's posts, it's hot.
Hot links.
That's right. Dropping it like it's hot. Woo. My kitty got up and was looking where the dog was at. What's this, Mad Statter? Mahalo for cheering 300 biddies on the Twitch side. Bits are a Twitch thing.
Johnny can take his old man nap.
Ooh, about to take my old man power nap. They renamed it. It used to be old man nap. Now it's power nap.
I do that too before a show.
Yeah, I do too. Well, you know why? Because I sometimes have to force myself, and I just lay there to.
See Honda.
Where? Oh yeah, look, see Honda, 200 biddies. Watch out. Do we have to go to the Twitch side?
All
Let's go see
aboard.
Dude. No, we never start nothing
no.
yet. That's okay. I thought I thought I was self-indulgent. Huh? Where do you suppose that comes from? Namaste, Sen. About taking a power nap? I don't know.
No, it might have been before
Love
that.
you guys. Blue Note Hawaii, Outrigger Hawaii Beach Resort. Yes. Yeah. And mention Johnny Rocks Hollywood. Excuse me. I'd like to buy a ticket, but I want to make sure that Johnny Rocks Hollywood is here
Yes.
because I own a dry cleaning company and I understand he's a great customer.
And bring him a flower if you're gonna come down.
Yeah, put a flower in your hair. And you can follow Johnny Rocks Hollywood right over here.
Yep.
There we go. Look at that. Johnny thought that was funny. Okay, we're trying to get you in the mood for your show tonight
Yeah.
here. Okay, let's do the first editorialized video. Do you want to try your charade thing or?
Okay, sure.
Oh yeah. Okay, wait.
Okay, so
let's
this is
let's
a
go
long
to
part. This
let's
one,
go to
okay.
James Cam.
So
Ooh. Okay. People, what do you say? What do you think? Oh, I hope I was hoping to find a great show on July 2nd. I keep checking Blue Note stand up. Where else should I look? Oh, I don't know. Search Jose Dynamite. Oh, look.
comedy.
Johnny says Merry Monarch.
Yep,
Merry
it has
Monarch.
something to. That was part of it.
It's
Oh,
part of it.
part of it.
Yes, that was.
And then this is the other part.
That's the other part. Yeah. Oh, wait, maybe you should like. Right?
Well,
Stand up Honolulu. Yeah, that's another place. Johnny Rocks. Hula at Merry Monarch. Yeah, that's
and then-
that's close, but no. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's play it and give people relief.
Thousands of people across the state are Gila bound this week for Merry Monarch.
And all that traveling creates a risk to native forests. Our Casey Lund explains.
Yeah, we're talking about rapid ohia death. It's a concern with so many more local families traveling this week and into the weekend for Merry Monarch. The State Department of Agriculture wants competitors and fans to do their part to stop the spread of the disease. That fungal plant disease has already killed an estimated 1
Malos falling off Kani when they dance at Hula Fest. Dream on.
million ohia trees on Hawaii Island alone. That's where it's most pervasive. Just yesterday, though, we learned the disease is also spreading to previously uninfected forests here on Oahu when DLNR reported a 40-foot fallen ohia tree tested positive in the Waianae mountain range.
Wow.
You know, that's why you got Waianae and all the ohia trees are wearing masks.
And they got to separate them.
They separate them. They, well,
10
it's
feet.
called forest distancing.
Yeah, forest distancing. I like that.
It's hard to say, but
Yeah.
it's important.
Yeah, it's like Forrest
Keen
Gump.
restrictions are in place on
look, there's the
transport of
mast.
any
Get in the
ohia
middle.
plants and plant parts. That's important. That includes flowers, leaves, seeds, stems, twigs, cuttings, untreated wood, logs, and mulch, as well as green waste. Agricultural inspectors will be at the Hilo and Kona airports to collect any of that material. It's then respectfully returned to the native forests on Hawaii Island.
People getting access to information and educating themselves and then educating others is really the best way to ensure that the disease doesn't spread across the state. Getting that information and understanding what you can do yourself to help prevent the spread is really the critical component to ensure it doesn't spread across the state.
It's important to follow those quarantine laws, not only for the health of our forests, of course, but breaking those restrictions also come with some consequences.
tree
You could be
died.
charged with a misdemeanor and fined between $100 or even up to $10,000 for a first offense. Those fines and possible jail time increase from there on a second offense. The Department of Ag says there'll be a lot of ways to be careful and responsible when you're traveling this weekend. They have a lot of resources online. You can learn more at our website. Just head to hawaiinewsnow.com and look for this story.
Wow. Like there isn't enough to worry about. Now it's ohia death syndrome. What was it called?
I don't forget what it's called, but how serious is this? Will this like wipe out the
Ohia, and it's and the strain in Waianae was not as strong as the one they found on the Big Island. But I guess what they're wondering, how did it get from the Big Island to Waianae, right?
Somebody brought some Lay's home.
S not spelled Ohio. Oh, I don't know what that was. And the malo just went fall off the cane. And the PA.
When it does happen, they should dub it. Oh, and that's a mad statter.
It's a mad statter. Oh, the Phyllis Diller flower. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Phyllis Diller. Phyllis Dillis? Isn't it Dillis?
Phyllis Diller. You don't remember Phyllis Diller?
I thought it was Dillis. No, it's Phyllis
No,
Diller.
it's
Oh, it's
Diller.
Diller. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I think, see, Honda's S got me confused.
Oh, I
Not
get it.
spelled Ohio.
Don't
Ohio?
don't go into spelling. You'll scare me.
Yeah, auto carrot.
They keep all our lives. Oh, this is a spelling-free zone. That's right. And he is Rolf, rolling on the floor laughing. You ever be introduced like that by somebody? The other day, like when
Pepper?
introduced me as, ladies and gentlemen, this man is a comedy legend.
Once he started with change his voice,
Yeah.
I knew it was coming.
I was going, no, how can you be that guy?
Yeah,
But what I'm saying is, how many times, ladies and gentlemen, this comic coming to the stage will literally have you rolling on the floor laughing. Let's hear it for James Money. And then,
Usually I get something about my size.
Oh.
This is literally the biggest comedian you've ever seen, or the largest comic you've ever seen.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I can see how they go. This guy in the comedy world is big.
Yeah,
It should be more subtle like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have another one here. Okay, let's see this one. And I think this one, if I'm not mistaken, will be geared more to the ladies, but more men are doing this too. So let's check this out.
When it comes to
this
nails,
is
do you need
easy.
some
I could've done this.
inspiration? Maybe a new design or new color? Lee Hao Willing, owner of EV Nails, joins us
gave me
with
the
that
difficult
and
one.
much more.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you
the
for
easy
joining
one.
us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, Lee Hao, tell us more about yourself and what you do.
I'm the owner of EV Nails, and we create gel nail products and accessories that are based
Okay.
on stories. And so it started out where I really just wanted to see myself.
Okay, Evie, isn't that Bones in Hawaii?
As far as I know, yeah.
Yeah, but I think, like Haleiwa, the use of Evie there is beautiful. So I think what she's saying is beautiful nails, right?
So
you
would
think
it be Eva nails then?
No, it's EV, like like the bird.
Mm-hmm.
I think so, right? Where's Keone when you need it?
I know
EV also means ancestors. So if you want nails like your ancestors,
Well, hopefully not the state that it's currently in.
The Hawaiian, Chinese, Japanese, haole girl from Kona in the beauty industry. But now we've expanded to really include stories from lots of different communities and people. And we really hope to just uplift marginalized voices and increase inclusivity in the beauty industry.
when it comes to uplifting marginalized voices, I think I go straight to the fingernail.
Yeah, I always go with the shampoo, like nice, good hair cleanse.
Oh,
yeah, that's
there you go.
Yeah, it's a little off the top of the head.
Hi, Garrett. Aloha. We're listening to this young lady talk about fingernails.
I like that. It's all
Thanks.
about telling a story through
Absolutely.
nail design.
Yeah.
So what did you bring for us today?
So I brought
How's
these
it, Garrett?
semi-cured gel nail strips and our gel press-ons. There are two different ways of doing your nails. The semi-cured gel nail strips are really easy to use and they last a really, really long time. The gel press-ons are for if you want like a little bit of a longer or more formal look, if you have short nails and want long nails. But all of our designs, are based off of either a cultural concept or like a flower in Hawaii or,
this.
an experience in Hawaii, and are all just locally based designs.
So basically you can do this at home.
Absolutely, yeah. You can do it all at home, and it's really easy. You just take the
Look at
strip,
that. That's
you
kinda
peel it
cool,
off,
though.
Yeah.
place it on your nail, and then smooth it down. And you can trim it to size with a nail clipper. And then you take the lamp and you just cure it for 60 seconds. It has a built-in timer, and then you just file it and you're done. It takes me maybe 10 to 15 minutes to do my nails.
And so you do need to have this lamp.
You do
do
need
it.
to have
Okay.
the lamp, yeah.
And then look how I didn't know that it could be so tiny, and
Yeah.
basically it's mobile. You can take it on trips, take it anywhere you need, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And those legs fold in, it folds flat, and you can plug it into any block. It's super convenient. I use it to travel all the time.
Okay, and then more on the
USB.
designs, because like you said, it's all about telling a story.
But
It has
that-
some like
you know,
local designs that
I think you have to be careful because when you use that lamp, and then suddenly your fingernails are on the internet.
Oh.
Anyone can see them.
They have your information. They're like,
They
oh,
have your information.
she uses gel.
Yeah, and look at her cuticles.
Oh, she's not healthy.
Ooh.
Look like her ancestors.
I love it because it's all about perpetuating the culture.
Yeah, absolutely. So I brought a lot of our floral designs today because when I think of spring in Hawaii, I think of May Day and La May and all of the
Right.
beautiful lei and flowers that we have around. And so a lot of our florals are based on flowers in Hawaii that we use all of the time. But we also have, you know, native plants like the kalo here that we partnered with Kole Kolea on, and the palaka, which is a popular trend from the 90s, you know, and like
Look at
the cowboy history and
So
the
cute.
Paniola history.
Palaka fingernails. Ooh, tell me that isn't Big Island.
And bringing that back as well. So yeah, all of them have a different story behind them.
And they last 3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4 weeks, yeah. I usually change mine out before they fall off because they're all grown out.
But that's the thing. When you say grown out, it's because we all do it because it can get a bit pricey if you go to the
Yes.
salon every.
How do you get it off once you bake it on with that lamp?
I think I don't know if it's like baked on. I think it's like a sticker.
Well, it's got to be glue. You peel it off. She doesn't talk about that,
Yeah, 'cause
or at least not yet.
It's glued onto your fingernail, not your skin. So I think it's
Yeah.
still like peeling it off of a piece of table or something.
couple weeks. What's the cost and the price range for this and as well as the lamp?
Yeah, they range from $15 to $25 for the specialty sets, and the lamp is $12. And you just need to buy it once.
Use a Dremel.
Gotta be on trucker.
Oh, gotta be on trucker. If not, apply heat.
And it'll last you a long time.
Oh, wow. And you just plug it in.
Yep, you just plug it in, yeah, to any USB block.
Wow. So convenient, so easy.
Yeah.
And
So convenient,
let me
yeah.
see your nails again.
Sure. So
Acetone,
I have our
probably.
Pikake dot on. This is one of our new designs actually releasing this week at Mary Monarch. And this one is just based off of the Pikake and kind of just that luxe feel you get whenever you have a
That's
Pikake
subtle.
lace. So it has that like sort of shiny velvety nail that goes with the Pikake design as well.
So nice. And you can use it not just for Mary Monarch, but
No.
basically every day of the year,
Every
right?
day of the year, yeah. I use these every day, and then I'll use my press-ons once in a while if I have a special event and I want to go for like a longer, more formal nail. But yeah, I use them all the time, and they're really easy to take off as well.
And tell us where we can find you, because you're going to be at some events, and also you have a website.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can go to evnails.com anytime and shop there. We also are going to be at Kako'o Hawaii Market at Mary Monarch, as well as the parade. And then we'll be here on Oahu
That's
at
smart.
the end of the month at Iolani Palace for the Ho'omau Hawaii event. So yeah, lots of events coming up, but you can always get us online as well.
And your website again?
evnails.com.
evnails.com.
Yeah.
Lihao Willing, thank you so much for stopping by and educating
you
us
for
about all of
having
this,
me.
because the designs are awesome. They're very nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You know, more men are painting their fingernails. Have you seen this?
Yeah. Well, my
they-
daughter painted mine.
But they do like a black one, then
Yeah.
a white one, and a red one, or they skip one, or just do two or something. But I remember the first time when I saw guys like piercing their ears and wearing earrings and stuff. I was going, huh? You know, now plenty of people do it. Politicians are doing
Yeah,
it, right?
yeah.
So I mean, I wonder when the fingernail thing is gonna catch on. You know.
It's funny though. I compliment women when I see their nails done.
Yeah.
It's something like, so I was at the drive-through, and then the woman in there was like, you know, she didn't want to work today, and so I looked and said, "Oh, I love your nails," and it brightened her. And I figured out like the women, something that they work hard on, if you compliment it and they.
Well, I think part of that is that you noticed.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
that you noticed.
Yeah, so that she was so happy, and hopefully she had a better day after that.
What, you know, when we were doing the Ali'is of comedy with Frank DeLima, Augie
Augie.
Tolba, Ed Kahea, you know, and then was Melka Bang, myself, right? We all decided just for a video to go and get pedicures, you know, the feet thing, right? And then the lady who had Ed Kahea, she went, "Oh, You can't bring me that grinder, or something like that. And we fell out. My goodness.
I was wondering about Uncle Mel's.
Oh no, his wasn't bad, but evidently Kaka'ako, the Hawaiian, came out. I spent like $100 every time Blaze gets her nails done. I might have to get that. Oh, there you go. Well, evnails.com.
Yeah,
that's what it was, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, Blaze and Jake, he'll go, oh my God, what? $100 to get your nails done? And it's like every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because they grow. It's like a haircut, right? Whoo, aha. Always funny when the lady asked me if I want clear polish. Well, there was that, the gal who had that nail bit,
Oh, Angela Johnson.
And it launched her career.
Yeah.
It launched her career.
Yeah. Just that one whole bit about.
Oh, you like a clear audit? You don't want boyfriend?
Clear, yeah.
You don't want boyfriend? This is good for you. Only $3 more.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, give me that. Okay.
Crystal gel. You want crystal gel?
You want that crystal gel?
Yeah.
So
I met her. She's really sweet, but
yeah,
it's that bit really took off. Like the thing that's bad is that after the show, people ask her to do that bit while she's on stage, so she almost has to do.
Does she do it?
Yeah, it's kind of like a greatest hit.
Oh sure.
Yeah.
You go to see Santana, you want to hear,
Yeah.
So the deal with the name Evie. Do you know where the band on Molokai by that name? Haha. Oh yeah, the Evie. That's Lono has a band called Evie. Yeah, but I think it's Bones and Ancestors.
Yeah.
$100 for nail isn't actually bad.
Isn't?
It could get a lot more expensive. Yes, especially according to what's her name again?
The lady?
No, the comic.
Oh, Angela Johnson.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the lady in the news. I was like, the lady?
Yeah, what? Come on, what was her name?
Evie lady.
Yeah, the Evie lady. That nail bit with the crystal gel, oh my God, is so true to life. If you've ever gone to the nails, and it's all were they Korean or Chinese?
I think Korean, Vietnamese, yeah.
Vietnamese, yeah. That's who we had, and Osokin here, and all us comics. And when we rolled in, they looked and they said, "This is trouble." Afterwards, we went bowling, which was, that's another story.
Did they scrub your feet? Like the bottom of your feet?
No, but nobody wanted to put the rented shoes on because we had these beautiful toenails. Yeah, Matt said are Vietnamese. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, so let's go to our next. How are we doing on time? Oh yeah, we're right there because this is. Oh, we already played the dog one.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. I think this one here. Let's check this out.
At 10 every month, residents of downtown Honolulu and Chinatown come together to take a stand against crime. Tonight, they were joined by college students who also want to spark change.
They took a stand against crime. I wonder if there were any counter-protesters.
Sit down against crime? Against
No,
peace?
people who were for crime.
Jelani Martinez has the details in tonight's top story.
It's a school night, but there's a good reason why these college students are out in Chinatown tonight. About a dozen of them are joining forces with residents to bring attention to a growing concern.
Because if the college students didn't do this, the news wouldn't have shown up.
Yeah. Those people are probably just walking past.
Yeah, they're heading to the club.
As
Look
Kevin
at this.
Lai led the students towards Iwalei, they came across these tents crowding the sidewalk. And as they strolled through the heart of Chinatown,
Look at this brother right here.
Right
have you
outside
heard that bit
with
I'm doing?
windows.
I said, this is how prosperous America is. We have fat, poor people. Everywhere else in the world are these emaciated little skeletons holding a bowl. Look at this guy. And she gives him food. Oh, excuse me, we have a little something for you. What's that? A treadmill.
It's probably what he does. He just, hey, I'm just going to lay down over here. Eventually somebody going to bring food. Watch.
Wow, you should take off your shirt. Show your opal. You're going to make more. Oh, okay.
And I really hope that they can see things firsthand and get a real visceral feel for what we experience all the time.
My class focuses a lot on the Chinatown downtown area and the crime.
It's just going to make me sound like an old guy, but the nose thing.
I was going to say.
It just bugs me, you know. And not only that, can you look at that as a comic and not see a 9-volt battery?
I always see it as a to knock on the door thing.
Oh, or if you grew up in the dairy, you know, the bull.
And how it's kind of been fluctuating in the last
Look
few
at the
years.
ear.
HPU student Sarah Valtanen says when she's heading to classes in the business district, she has to remain on high alert.
I get a lot of cat calls walking like to and from class.
You know, they have because the university, what is it, Arizona or somebody is down there. They, you know, all those.
In that area?
Yeah, in that area.
HPU.
Yeah, HPU. That's what it is. Thank you.
Generally, like, kind of a worried person, so I feel a little uneasy walking through.
While her class continues to research and collect public input, the neighborhood board is pushing for a limit on the number of homeless shelters and housing service facilities within the downtown, Chinatown, and Evelyn area.
The theory is that those facilities may help increase the number of people in the area. Whereas if those facilities were more equitably distributed across the island, it might provide some degree of respite and perhaps provide services closer to those who are in need.
We need to deal with homelessness island-wide, and so, you know, it's meeting them where they're at, providing services where they're at. It can't just be concentrating the homeless in downtown and Chinatown, where we're trying to revitalize this community, and having more services could be seen as a step back.
Well, what's going on here?
Why?
So they're walking to where the tents are?
No, well, they're walking just to show a presence so that people don't do things because there's other people walking around watching.
Don't do anything to them, or themselves in the tent don't do any crime?
Well, and people who do crime in general don't do crime when there's a lot of people standing around. You wait till nobody stay and then you act scabby.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, evidently you was a good boy, huh? Because most bad guys, well, anybody stay? No, okay, now. Not the kind, oh, look, college students, let's do it now. You know, because they don't, right?
State is currently reviewing parcels of lands to build tiny home communities
Oh,
called...
look at this. Well, this is Kahala, right?
Is it?
Yeah, this is Kahala.
It's nice. It's small, but nice.
Each one of those condos is worth $3 million.
Holly villages for the homeless. Areas include downtown and Waianae. More improvements in Chinatown are underway by the city, including upgrades to the cracked sidewalks and renovations to Kekalike Mall, which will begin on Monday. Reporting in Chinatown, Jolani Martinez, Hawaii News Now.
Yeah, you know, Mad Statter said, she goes, and anyone with a piercing like that tells me that they've never been on a flight. I do a whole bit, Mad Statter, about being behind someone, you know, with all that piercing. And, you know, and I said, excuse me, you know, there's 4 people in front of us. Shouldn't you start disassembling, you know? And not only that, after they take it all off, they walk through again. Deet! Oh, you know what? I got to come back tomorrow.
Well, she's in a fight before.
In a fight? I thought it said flight. Oh.
Fight or flight? Fight or flight?
Fight or flight. See, you can tell me where I'm at. I had never been in a fight before. There was a great movie where a guy did that to somebody. He goes, the guy was acting on, so he reached out with a pair of pliers and grabbed him by the nose ring and went, okay, listen, man. So,
yeah.
I know. Yeah, that's the approach has been shown to be very effective in helping and costing the least. Oh, see, there you go. Yeah, in a right. Yeah, I think you meant fight also there, Kavika. Yeah. How many truckers that you met had nose rings?
Probably more now, less from back in the days.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Well, he's retired.
Yeah.
40 years ago, never have one guy with earring, fingernails, or lipstick.
And then when it first, it was just one ear.
Yeah, and then they had 2, then the dangly ones, but there were female truckers, even back then when my dad was driving for R.E. Ellis. Yeah, I remember the name of the trucking company. I don't know why that popped into my mind. Okay, there you go. Would you ever consider get a piercing?
I have had piercings.
What?
Yeah, 2 in each earlobe. That's about it. As far as the face or the nose or the
eyeball,
other parts, I wouldn't. I mean, it's just not my style. It doesn't match me.
The closest I ever came there were these. My son, when he was a kid, he bought this. It was like science kit, and they had all these like BB-sized, little larger, but they were magnets, so you could build things. Remember those?
Yeah.
So I figured out that if you put one magnet on one side of your ear and one on the other side of your ear, it looked like you had this piercing, right? So I was wearing that, going, "Hey, what do you think of my piercing?" Wow, I never thought you would do that. But turns out the magnets were so strong, it actually started hurting my ear.
Oh, wow, they're squeezing your earlobe.
Yeah, I know. I pierced my nose when I was 16 in my bedroom.
Yikes.
You know, that could really be dramatic if you just added accidentally.
Yeah, I don't think I could pierce my nose because I'm always doing this or doing this.
Yeah, me too.
It would just... I'll be poking, the inside of my nose with that piercing.
You know, there was a friend and he split his tongue. Which
on purpose or by accident?
No, on purpose. But you do
a
little
make like a snake.
Yeah, like a snake. But what happens? I don't know if you've ever seen this. You get good and you can move them individually. You can do this and this and this and all this stuff because the tongue is very resilient.
That's insane.
And it looks funky too. It's scary. And I went, yeah, okay. You know what? We're gonna try and meet girls. Keep that tongue in your mouth, okay? No, hey, no, I don't want to hear it.
His ice cream cone is all lopsided because he eat one side.
No, what he does, he get 2, and he can eat both of them. Which I like better, mint chocolate chip or a vanilla? Oh, Hanabata's dripping off. Ooh, imagine if you're cold.
Yeah.
Splitting tongues and getting tongue piercing is very bad for the flow of chi in your body and your ability to get a job.
Yeah.
2 things that really hurts.
Unless you work at a tattoo parlor.
Yeah. Well, there aren't too many of them. But, I mean, and I don't blame this generation who's decided to pierce themselves because, generations before them have done everything else.
Yeah.
Or
they do it. Look at her. She's wearing her dress above her ankles.
Oh, look. She's not wearing a bra. Oh, my goodness. What does she think this is? The 60s?
He doesn't have a hat on. How dare he?
Yeah. And not only that, when he does, it's not straw. I actually, nah, I won't get into that. Well, I clipped this video, not a video, but a picture of people that it goes, is time travel real? And they went back to when people were wearing straw hats, and there was one guy there with like cool sunglasses and a hoodie and a T-shirt that said something on it, and they said, tell me he wasn't from the future, those guys.
Oh, yeah,
because people who look, and there was a lady walking it was a Charlie Chaplin movie, and when she was walking, she looked like she was talking on a cell phone. Have you seen that one? Yeah.
I've heard people talking about things like that, but I've never seen.
Oh, look at this, James. A lot of nose studs have bent posts, so there is no pokey to poke.
Oh, so it's like goes in and then it curls. I guess so you curl.
I don't know if that's true because there's in the back of my mind, maybe Mad Statter just wanted to use the term nose studs.
Nose studs. for men who have beautiful noses. It's like, look at that. George Clooney's a nose stud.
Magic Pilikaki says, I had my ear pierced in high school. I used to think it was cool. Thanks to New Kids on the Block. Thanks to New Kids on the Block for the inspiration.
I actually went to their concert, their last concert of their tour of 2022 and 23. Right. They were here at the Blaze, though. Graham is friends with one of them and gave us tickets. And
wow.
Still amazing performance.
Did you happen to see that episode of Jimmy Kimmel when he had when Metallica, because they were there all week, but he did their first interview on the first night, and they were, what was your first album? And the guy goes, Santana, Grand Funk Railroad, and then the lead guitarist, he's like looking around, what's wrong? He goes, my first album was the Partridge Family Christmas album. Oh, then he would even admit it. I loved it. Correction, New Kids on the Block. Oh, okay, there you go. My sister accidentally pierced my nose when she was fishing. Oh, you should have left it in there. How cool would that be? With the string and the bait. What?
You should have jumped in the water and see if a fish would take the bait.
Bah!
He's like, oh, some big fish.
Haha, I love the Partridge Family. I did too.
Ba, 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 ba. And that fake lip syncing going on during the show.
Man. Really, and you know, and what's his name? Cassidy, David Cassidy was prettier than all the girls.
Well, I don't know. Susan Day was.
Susan Day. Oh my goodness.
I think I love you. What are you so afraid of?
My first album was Kiss Live Oh, there we go. I had a crush on David Cassidy. Oh, you're the one.
My first album was the Muppets Christmas.
Muppets Christmas?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what my first album was. If I'm not mistaken, it was like, you know, because we didn't have money when I was a kid. So, you know, when I got a job, so this was later, it was probably Crosby, Stills and Nash. You know, carry on. We doing first albums? Yeah, let's go. My first album was Monkey's Greatest Hits.
It has to be vinyl though, right? I mean, vinyl. Got to be vinyl.
10-inch vinyl.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we have some young people here, and it was a CD period or a cassette, but you know.
I also had the Best of the Bee Gees, which was a three album that folded. You know, the cover folded. And
look at this Namaste and Sgt. Pepper's. That was a good one.
That's a good one.
My first album was a vinyl of Beethoven and Mozart. Oh. Well, those guys are good together.
Yeah.
They toured.
Good to scratch, too, DJ Smoke.
My first album was Meet the Beatles. Devon's was cassette. Yeah, Danny Partridge faked playing bass. David told him, don't strum. Pick. Oh, that's too funny. I think the Muppets movie soundtrack was my first album.
Hey, the Muppets were awesome back in the day.
They were. Well, you know, they were, people forget that there was session musicians doing all that stuff. So there was some clean licks back then.
My first cassette was Hall & Oates H2O.
Oh, well, who is this here? Bix Biederbeck. I don't know. Was that your time in Germany? I don't know. The Rainbow Connection.
Oh, yes, Kermit.
Oh, man.
Kermit.
It's not
or maybe
easy being green.
Kehlani's one, you got to read it with the German accent and angry.
Es speaks Biederbeck.
Oh, yeah.
I know him.
Yeah.
First album, The Seeds. The Seeds? Pushing too hard, you're pushing too hard, you're pushing too hard on me. Oh, I know the song.
I remember my dad had an album, The Surfers.
Yeah, yeah. That was my dad. That was they were a harmony group.
Yeah. So good.
We had all of Loggins and Messina on the quadraphonic stereo.
Ooh.
Whoop. Oh yeah. Oh, Watts 45. Yep. I wouldn't have been able to name the band. I know the song though, Pushing Too Hard. Let's see who else we got. Oh, okay. Watts. Woo. Aloha neighbor. DJ Smoke. Glad to see you. Aloha. Any more first albums before we do our next my first album was Gene Krupa, Drumming Man. You know, Gene Krupa, I don't know if you know this, you know, him, Ginger Baker, and Buddy Rich, and these guys, they were doing stuff that on a drum. And, you know, I'm one of those guys, you know, you go to a concert and you see the guy, they kick into the drum solo, and I'm like, practice at home. You know, I mean, it really doesn't do anything for me. But when you hear professionals talk about what they're doing, you know who was underrated and who a lot of drummers respect because of the things he did? Ringo Starr.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he was doing this thing because he's left-handed, right? So he was doing different things and certain things, and people said,
I was watching a documentary about it. Actual, like, current rock star drummers,
saying
were saying it looks simple, but a lot of people can't do what he did.
Can't do what he did. That's it. My first album was Beatles, 65. Was that the name of the album, or did you get it in 65? I'm still working on my first album. Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for it. Like, Michael Anthony Smith. My first album was Mine. Oh. My second album was Cecilio and Capono. Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's see. Jazz guy. Bix Beiderbecke. Nani just phoned me and she goes, he's a jazz guy. Oh, there we go. That's why I don't know.
Interesting.
Left-handed drummer playing a right-handed set. That was Ringo.
Ringo,
yeah, I know. I wonder why he did that, That's the thing that always gets me about Lono. He plays left-handed, but he plays a right-handed guitar. So I guess that's when you're growing up, bro, let me borrow your guitar. But he just, so he don't have to go, hey, what you doing? Yeah. I'm just going to change the strings because you said I could play them. Because Ringo played sparingly and with perfect time. Oh, there you go. Was name of album.
Beatles 65.
Oh, Beatles. Okay, it wasn't in 1965. It was, I get it. Thank you, Lita. Yeah, Ringo played left-handed on a right-handed kid. The Trogs. That goes back. How many albums did they do? 1.5? Okay. My first album was Fabulous Crush. Oh, man.
Is that the local group?
Yeah. Yeah. I opened for them at the Outrigger, which was the Blue Note.
Society 7.
Yeah, well, that was a Society 7's home room, basically. And when they weren't there, and this is back in the days when, the Crush was there for 3 months. I was their opening act.
I remember the Crush.
Oh, what good fun. Oh, yeah. Wailua skies. And Hal Bradbury in there was from Waianae. We knew each other in high school. Yeah.
Man, that took me back. I forgot about that group.
Yeah, the Crush. In fact, my joke with the Fabulous Crush was always, you're about to see the Fabulous Crush. This is how long I've known them. I knew them back when they were just the okay Crush. Okay? But now...
The mediocre Crush.
The keep rehearsing Crush. But now, Pink Floyd, Crossroads. Oh, man.
Is that the one with Teachers? Leave those kids alone.
I don't know if Crossroads had that one. I'm not a Pink Floyd. I had a friend who was a Pink Floyd freak. But yeah, Teacher, leave those kids alone.
Yeah, my brother liked that one. I'm not sure if that's that album.
Hey, Teacher.
Yeah.
Leave those kids alone.
Oh, na
Yeah.
Teachers, leave those kids
I know
alone.
the words when you but when you went no, I went into Kikaido mode. No.
Not Kikaido like this.
Hey, Kenny Roberts is working at Nalu's with Kavika Ortez. That's right. And Luakane in the house. By the way, you guys look great.
Oh,
hey,
thanks,
Mahalo. Thanks, let's primp a little bit more. Because, Kenny, he's a professional. Huh? I know. Well, thank you. Okay. Oh, that's The Wall. Yeah, there you go. The
Thank
Wall.
you. Thank you.
Wall. Yeah. School's out for summer.
Yeah.
I know. The Wall. That's where, see, everybody knows. I had a friend, he was, one of the, he was the trumpet player on Tom Jones, right? And he loved Pink Floyd. And I said, what do you like about him? He goes, I don't know, it just came to be, they're not that good a band, but it's just like my hobby. And he knew all the tunes and all that stuff. Teachers, leave us alone. Yeah, there we go. That's The Wall, yeah. Ooh, Eluakani performs on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. at Nalu's on Maui.
Hey, that was broadcast quality there.
Oh, thank you so much.
You even had the head tilt.
Yeah, with the head tilt and the point. Let me try again. Eluakani performs Wednesdays at 7 p.m. at Nalu's Maui. Be there.
Yeah. It was almost like I was watching a local version of The Partridge Family.
That was it right there.
Oh, the Partridge Family.
The Pidgin family.
Oh,
how's it?
Trademark. We gotta make sure nobody uses that idea.
The Pidgin family. How's it? Dun, 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 dun. What you looking at me?
That's the Brady Bunch.
Oh, wrong family. Well, no, the Pidgin family, they steal from everybody.
Yeah, that's the Gouverne Bunch.
Oh, that's broadcast quality. Thank you, Gina. I know we're working on that. By the way, Greg was saying, hey, I'm thinking about sending, clips to different TV stations here in Hawaii. I said, stop. There's no way. We don't have broadcast quality. Exclusively at Nalo's Wednesdays. Call now. Operators are waiting.
Perfect.
We need an echo.
Yeah, that would.
Wait. Is this one?
No, wrong cast.
Hey, Kenny Roberts at Nalo's. Okay, there we go. Okay. We got 5 more minutes, and I think we have one more. Oh no, we got to do the Merry Monarch one.
Yeah.
This is and look at this. Casey has a tie and sits behind the desk because 2 guys went on the road. They wouldn't leave him behind.
Oh, my friend.
After all he's done. But look who they sent.
Good morning, guys. Okay, so let's talk timeline, Billy. Right? So and not in terms of the festival itself, but as to what's going on here in Hilo. Because
talk about broadcast quality. Look at that. They get the giant Kim Taylor Reese lamp in the background. We only get the small one.
The giant lamp.
and look, they got the nice shirts. Mean.
Somebody said Tuesday, we need Bird of Paradise right behind.
Oh, that would be nice, yeah.
Yes. A lot of people checked in yesterday. Ho'ike is tonight, but before that, what are a lot of people doing?
Oh, shopping. Today, for a lot of the halal, they are shopping because it's before the competition begins. Miss Aloha Hula's tomorrow, so they help out their hula sister. So today, the shopping opens up and the craft fair, and so a lot of them are shopping. Yeah. But there are halal that are just kind of starting to get into that zone.
Stickers. Or evnails.com.
Boom.
When we talk about that, we talk about last year's overall winners that come from the island of Kauai. And so they're energetic, they're ready, and Kauai, that's why.
That's their phrase. Kauai, that's why.
Before the
is that their phrase?
Yep. Stage.
So Maui no Kauai, and Kauai, that's why.
Oh, and why not? What? Bother you?
Comes the
grapple. Happy birthday, Gil Soto.
It hasn't even sunken in from what happened last year. I gotta tell you, I mean, that will be etched in our hearts forever.
After winning overall in 2022,
look how beautiful that
is. Wow. Look at them.
Is preparing their return to Hula's biggest stage.
Take that again. Make sure those 4 girls all forward.
This year, their Awana takes us to Kauai's North Shore with Namele Po Mahina, an early composition by Charles E. King. Kumulena Ala calls it a love song, and they'll share the mele in full, all 9 verses.
It is such a beautiful mele, and for us, it will allow us to pick up everybody in Hilo, to pick up everyone who's at home, and bring them to Hanalei.
In Kahiko, they tell the story of the sacred sand dunes of Nohili on Kauai's west side, where ancient Hawaiian remains are said to be buried.
If they could speak, if those sand dunes could tell us the history of Mana, of Nohili, of Polehale, wow.
Fitting to their mele, the ladies will wear le paha paha, a style made with limu or seaweed. On this day,
and afterwards you can eat them.
Sushi?
Kai led them to Alio Manu, an East Kauai shoreline where they learned about limu and how to preserve it.
Mahalo, you guys.
Since winning Merry Monarch, they've traveled to Ikaho, Japan, and the U.S. mainland as ambassadors of Hawaii and its culture.
One of the greatest things Kumure Fonseca instilled in me is that everything we do has to be at a high level of excellence because our kupuna deserve no less.
Great sentiment.
As they prepare to take the stage this year, Kumu says they're not doing anything differently.
We're sticking to what we do, what my Kumu have taught me, and we're just This year we're just having fun, and we did last year. We do every year, but no pressure. Like, just have a good time.
No pressure? Yeah.
Action.
They're ready. They're pumped. They're good to go.
Yeah.
All right, so
Thank you,
that's
James.
the
They weren't
competition,
ready.
which actually starts tomorrow. Tonight is Hoike, so that's more celebratory, more exhibition.
Yes, and so there's going to be a lot of energy inside of that stadium. But already, at this hour, the energy has already begun. The first rehearsals from Halau. As a matter of fact...
Okay, when he starts pronouncing the Hawaiian words, try wonder to yourself, I wonder why they never have Casey go over.
Muhula Kapua Deliri Moy is about to step onto that stage and start their practices this morning here in Hilo.
Can you feel it?
Oh, I'm getting chicken skin.
Hey, you're watching Sunrise on the road! The Merrimack Festival.
That might have been a Steve call. Steve was like, don't bring Casey with me, because I'm not saying those words either.
They get some halau over there. The name more long than my career. Forget it.
Oh, I love it. It was so spiritual. This is one thing I know the difference between Hawaiian and Samoans, and I think that's a bit that I'm trying to work on.
What's that?
You Hawaiians, you guys are very spiritual. You guys, and I think because of that, and Mary Monarch is bringing the culture back. So I see a lot more people that speak Hawaiian language than ever
more and
before, and that's awesome. The Samoans like,
But still, the people who speak fluent Samoan outpace the people who speak Hawaiian only because you guys still have American Samoa
and Samoa.
And Samoa.
Yeah.
Isn't that like still the main language, right, in American Samoa?
Yeah. But I think maybe that's why we're spoiled, where we get that. Where the Hawaiians has lost their identity because of what happened in the past.
Yeah.
So then they thirsty, they're hungry for the culture. And so when I look at it, it's like, man, they really want to know about their culture. Where I'm looking at my culture like,
Right. It's like, this guy was, this Hawaiian guy was saying, well, that's the difference between, let's say, the Mexicans, that they go home to your country. You can't say that to Hawaiians because we're in our country, but not home, a lot of times.
Well, also Mexicans, well, not to get too political, but they were pushed down to, they had most of the North in America.
Well, they had Texas.
Yeah. And all the way up California side.
But guess what? It was, what did Charlie Hill, the American Indian, come? He used to say, he goes, yeah, they had guns, but, and we were right, but they had typewriters. Their biggest weapon was the typewriter.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you think about it, how American, Indians think about kids back in the day when they played they played cowboys and Indians.
Oh, yeah,
remember?
yeah.
I don't want to be an Indian. They all get shot. You know what I mean? What? The border crossed us. We didn't cross the border. Oh, that's too funny. And happy birthday, Gil Soto. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Have you ever seen Gil Soto's drop where he plays the guitar? Let me try to find that here. In fact, I'm going to play this last one here because we're already over the top of the hour. But we've been doing news items on Polynesian health, Hawaiian health, and the extra thing. So we'll play that one, and I'll try to look for Gil Soto's drop while we're doing that. So you're on your own.
Oh, let's go. Healthier Hawaii.
It's Merry Monarch Week, and we wanted to talk about some of the health challenges facing Native Hawaiians. Dr. Leimomi Kanagusuku is a Waianae native and Kamehameha School's graduate Imua, who is now a family medicine physician
unusual
at
Japanese
Kalimomi
name.
Medical Center. Doctor, what are some of the major health concerns facing Native Hawaiians?
Much like other Native populations, Native Hawaiians have higher rates of chronic disease than other groups. So multiple studies have found that we have 2 to 3 times more likely to have diabetes, coronary artery disease, congestive heart failure, stroke, and multiple types of cancer. In addition, we are likely to be afflicted with these types of chronic diseases way earlier, even a decade earlier than other populations. And in some cases, we are also more likely to die from those types of specific causes when compared to the general population.
Are there non-medical
like
factors
she's like in her
that also
30s and she's a doctor
disproportionately
already.
affect Native Hawaiians?
I'm glad you bring up
Maybe
that
like in her
great point.
20s.
So
She's
health
so
is
young.
an extremely complex structure, and as a family medicine physician, I try to think of patients as a whole. So instead of multiple factors, and so that includes their physical environment. Do people have sidewalks to walk on? Do they have access to healthy foods like fruits and vegetables? As far as social support, do they feel safe in their communities, and access to care? Are they able to get a doctor when they need one? So we're trying to currently tackle some of those areas by opening more clinics in communities, provide telehealth options, and just increase access to care in general.
What are some lifestyle changes we can do to prevent chronic diseases?
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it, because you know what's coming up, right?
Diet?
Exercise?
Oh, exercise I can handle. Diet is the tricky one.
Okay, let's see. Evidently, it's go to the beach.
Oh.
I'm glad you phrased it that way, lifestyle changes, because that's exactly what the goal is, to incorporate things into our daily life and things that we enjoy. So today's way of life is just so busy. We're always on the move. We're too busy or too tired to do anything in addition to that hectic schedule. So I usually recommend to keep it simple. You start by going for a 15-minute walk on the weekend with your family, and then you can gradually increase to 30 minutes 3 times a week, and then eventually more. When it comes to family meals, I recommend using the My Plate model at least 80% of the time, where half the plate are fruits and vegetables, quarter are protein, and quarter are whole grains. And of course, there are times where you just have to go to that graduation party or go to the baby luau or, celebrate Mary Monarch. And you don't necessarily need to follow that model, but that's exactly why it's called a healthy habit.
Mahalo, doctor, and thank you for making this a healthier Hawaii.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm going to put Gil Soto's
drop
right onto this. Okay, let's see if this works. Check this out.
Hey, Longhorns.
I am one howdy from Texas.
Love this.
Dreaming of Hawaii. That's right. Walking on white sandy beaches.
Go for it, birthday boy.
And hiking to Napili Bay.
All right.
I am Gil Soto from Texas. All right.
All right. Yay. And Gil, you have no idea. You hit a heartstring with James. He loves country music.
Yes, I do.
He does.
And that was a really good shot.
He got him, brother.
Dropped
right
it.
there.
He went salsa the button.
Yeah, this whole thing we're doing on Polynesian health, right? We played that video a couple days ago, about I forget what it was, take care of you or save yourself. It was the name, and someone said, that wasn't very uplifting.
Yeah,
it's kind of slow and maudlin, whatever. Ooh, look at this, Deslin in San Antonio, Texas. So I picked up another one for you guys. Now this is again for anyone going through any health challenges. We know we have a few Hamajangers here who we will not point out who have the ultimate health challenge going on. And guess what? You gotta hang in there, and sometimes you gotta do it for you.
Yes.
just wanted to remind us that we have television to do in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
That is the opening of the television show that we do. And not next week, but the next week after that, we will be starting and doing segments for television. But at this time, we would like to thank our moderationist, Nani Aloha, and Ware, C. Honda, and Devin. Mahalo nui loa. Anyone who may have donated on any of the platforms. And if you can, subscribe, especially on the YouTube side, on the Twitch side. Follows are nice. The subscriptions really make analytics and algorithm, that couple permeate this into the skin of the migrated Hawaiians.
Yeah.
Permeable meaning the movement of water molecules through a selectively permeable membrane.
And this coming from
No, that's osmosis. See, I blew it. Anyway, trying to act. Hi, maka.
I was gonna say.
I know.
Yeah.
So
and you have shows coming up, don't you?
Yeah, I have. We have Hilo coming up on the 22nd, I think, and then Maui on the 28th with Frank De Lima, Augie Tolba, and myself, and then after that, Kauai on the 13th, May 13th, the day before Mother's Day, right? And talk about your shows.
I'll be in Kona at the Kona Elks Lodge May 6th, Saturday, and then May 7th, I'll be at the Playground Maui. Get your tickets at comedianjamesmoney.com.
And you can go to andybumatai.com and get any of the tickets that I mentioned. And mahalo nui loa to everybody. A special thanks goes out to the Hamajang Gang. That's right. Anybody who went vala'au in the chat, we really appreciate it. Thanks. And if you buy stuff on Amazon and you're on YouTube, there's a little Amazon link up in the upper right-hand corner. When you click on that, you'll see a fruitcake for sale. You don't need to buy that. But anything after that you buy, this show gets a tiny commission for, and it doesn't cost you one iota more.
Yeah.
And if you know Ben Iota, that bug.
Oh, I thought it was on Crypto Coin.
It was a forum. Buy yours now. All right, gang, we're going to push the button again. Mahalo. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Money.
And you're the Hamajang Gang. Thanks.